I recently purchased a chainsaw mill online and found the instructions to be somewhat underwhelming. So if you've bought one of these chainsaw sleds for which the guide bar do not included, then this is to give you a little helping hand in putting it together. Also, if your chainsaw mill didn't come with guide rails, then you may need to manufacture some or use an extension ladder as a surface to run the sled along. You can see here how the chainsaw gets mounted into the sled. There are two clamps which clamp the bar. The clamp which has the flat bar guides on it is closest to the motor end. At the sprocket end of the bar, you can see that a shroud has been added for safety. Make sure that this clamp is done close to the sprocket, but not so close that it prevents the sprocket from turning freely. Now we need to fasten the guide rails to the timber we'll be cutting. Here I'm using bugle screws which extend 90mm below the top surface of our guide rail. I'm going to allow a 100mm clearance on the saw to ensure that we're at least 10mm away from that fastener when we do the cut. Here I'm using a square edge to measure the gap and to make sure that the sled and the bar are parallel. 95mm indicated on my square edge, plus the thickness of the square edge itself, means I've got 100mm of clearance. Now I'm going to snug up the bolts, sharpen the chain, and she's ready to go. Let's do the first cut. Be sure to work some shims or wedges into the cut behind the chainsaw so that it doesn't collapse and pinch the blade. This will also help maintain a flatter cut. Now adjust the sled to the thickness of wood you want to cut and get ripping. Hopefully this was helpful, and if you'd like to see some of my long-form content, head on over to my technology hobby channel. Thanks for watching.